millions of Labour supporters is because we wanted to take back control of our borders so that we and we alone could decide who comes and settles in our country.
I have said that we're going to do things differently. We're going to tell the truth, even when they are hard truths.
Today, behind the gilded doors of Westminster, a nation's patience runs thin. While British families struggle with rising costs and broken promises, Parliament erupts in chaos. The people demanded border control in 2016. They're still waiting. Children with special needs, abandoned by a system in ruins. Farmers, betrayed by tax bombshells. As politicians trade barbs and deflect blame, one truth cuts through the Westminster theatre. Britain's citizens are paying the price for years of political failure. The question isn't who's shouting loudest in those chambers. It's whether anyone is truly listening to the voices outside them.
We're focused on getting our money back. I can confirm the Commissioner is now investigating fraud involving bounce back and business support loans. And we will continue to go after the fraudsters, the grifters and the con artists, no matter who they are or where we find them.
Nigel Farage. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The main reason this country decided
Some of you want to get in a little late. If this takes forever, you won't get in. Nigel Farage.
Thank you. The main reason this country wisely voted for Brexit back in 2016, and that included millions of Labour supporters, is because we wanted to take back control of our borders so that we and we alone could decide who comes and settles in our country. Does the Prime Minister understand that demand today is even greater than it was back in 2016, and that we demand, the country demands, that you say to the French President, will you shut up?
Don't be so disrespectful.
You say to the French President, we will not accept undocumented males across the English Channel, and that you are not dictated to by an increasingly arrogant anti-Brexit French leader.
Mr. Speaker, we are fixing the mess that we inherited. We are working with other countries to ensure that we take the measures necessary to stop people crossing the Channel. They are serious answers to serious problems. His proposal for 10 years, wagging the Tory dog, has been to break everything and claim that's how you fix things, to stick two fingers up at your neighbours and then expect them to work with us. And he votes against the Borders Bill, which gives more powers to our law enforcement to deal with security at our borders. And Mr. Speaker, the reason for that is he has no interest in fixing the problem because he wants to milk it and exploit it. That's the truth about him and his party.
Point forward, Lee Anderson.
Mr. Speaker, during PMQs today, the honourable member for Clacton asked what I thought was quite a reasonable question, because I knew what the question was going to be, but during PMQs, I couldn't hear a single word. I'm sure people in this chamber couldn't, because people like the honourable member for Dewsbury behind me never shut up all the way through. The honourable member for Clacton was trying to ask a reasonable question. We do not subscribe to this sort of dog whistle politics in Reform UK. So, Mr. Speaker, could you please give us advice on how to stop this behaviour in the future?
What I would say is I think Mr. Farage is capable of dealing with his own battles, that we've seen on many occasions. What I would say is, look, it is about respect, it is about tolerance that we should show to each other. Because what we do in here is reflected outside. So please, let us show common sense, but respect for each other.
Mr. Speaker, after years of Conservative neglect, the special education needs system is in desperate need of repairs. But with parents understandably worried, we already hear Labour MPs planning another rebellion. So can I offer the Prime Minister this? If he genuinely wants to fix the problem and not strip away the rights of children and parents in some cost-cutting exercise, then we have 72 votes to help. So, will the Prime Minister look at the 5 tests for send reform we have published today and work with us to make it happen?
Well, Mr. Speaker, it's telling that when he raises the question of the broken send system, they laugh at the back of the Tory boxes. They laugh. That's how seriously they take their responsibility. Absolute shame. But as he knows, every week across the House, people raise this issue with me. I think it's been raised more times than anything else. And everyone knows the system is broken. And again, guess who broke it along with everything else? It doesn't work for parents, and it lets down children. So we do need to reform and change it. That's not about saving money. We've already invested an additional £1 billion into Send, but it is about creating a new system that truly supports every child. And we're developing proposals. We want to work with parents and teachers to get this right, and I would expect him to welcome that.
A point of order, Adrian Ramsey.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. At Prime Minister's questions just now, in response to my question, the Prime Minister claimed that the Green Party had made unfunded spending commitments in our general election manifesto, something that he also said in response to me at last week's Prime Minister's questions. That is clearly untrue. Our manifesto was fully costed, including through the proposals for a wealth tax that I was calling for. So please could you, Mr. Speaker, outline how I can correct the record? Should I send a copy of our manifesto to the Prime Minister?
Can I first of all say, look, I'm not going to continue a debate of Prime Minister's questions. I did end it. What I would say is, I think you have corrected it. With what you stated, it is now on the record.
Mr. Speaker, he says he stabilised the economy. Has he spoken to any farmers recently? Yes. It is time for him to take responsibility for the mess he is making. He has been in office for a year, and all we see is him congratulating himself on what a fantastic job that he has done. Nobody out there believes it. No, not even them. Not even them. What a weak chair. Mr. Speaker, he's congratulating himself. We can compare records. He talks about the fastest growing economy. We left him the fastest growing economy of the G7. We cut the deficit in every year until the pandemic. We got inflation down to 2%. On his watch, taxes are up. Unemployment is up. Inflation is up. And this weak Prime Minister has been forced into a series of chaotic U-turns. Yesterday, Mr. Speaker, the OBR said that our economy is being eroded under Labour. Doctor strikes, tax bombshells, the wealthy leaving in droves. Isn't the truth that under him he is dragging us back to the 1970s?
Mr. Speaker, responsibility. We're responsible for 4 million extra appointments in the NHS. We're responsible for a 10-year plan on the future of the NHS after they broke it. We're also responsible for free school meals being rolled out in a way which has never been done by anyone. Breakfast clubs being rolled out, family hubs being rolled out, transport across the country, and migration coming down. We take responsibility and we're proud of that.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. From homelessness to child poverty, so many of the challenges that I see people facing in Exeter can be traced back to early years. So can I welcome how this government is rebuilding on the legacy of Sure Start, so cruelly dismantled by the party opposite? And can the Prime Minister set out what difference this will make to family services in Exeter?
Well, I'm grateful to him. I've discussed it with him before. He's a brilliant champion for Exeter. Mr. Speaker, every child should have support to realise their potential. And the party opposite tore up Sure Start and took it out of our communities, an act, in my view, of vandalism that abandoned families and deepened inequalities. Mr. Speaker, we're delivering 1,000 Best Start family hubs across the country. That's in addition to free childcare being rolled out and expanding free school meals. That's the change the Labour government makes.